Hello you lot, and welcome to a new video, and welcome back to the car and Cockfosters. It's a Saturday again, so I'm going to do another weekend video. There's nothing too exciting this weekend, or hopefully it's not. No engineering works for the Piccadilly Line, so let's see where we end up today. Well, I guess it's that time to go and do some work. Really don't want to. I've had a migraine for the last few days. Oh, sorry. But anyway, we'll get on with it. At least it's nice and bright. When I left home, it was raining. So yeah, go and get a train and head somewhere. And do you know what? I don't want to spoil the surprise. We'll see where we end up. Sadly, there won't be any POV from the cab, but I'm sure you're all aware of that by now. So, pick up shortly. Well, about 7 or 8 minutes, I think. So my train's arrived, which is a bit of a shame. Don't know if this weather's going to stay like this all day. Let's hope so. So no double-ended unit today. On my last video, someone did ask why we have double-ended units. So back in the day, long before my time, they used to run 3-car trains down to Oakwood. So now they basically hook them up to form a 6-car train. That's why we've got them. Someone did say Piccadilly Line has them as well. It's not a line I'm familiar with, so I can't really comment about that, but that's why we have them. And we won't have them once the new stock comes in, although I think they'll probably keep a couple of 3-car units to run as the rail edition train in the winter. That looks a bit dirty and manky. I've sorted it out. Hang me food up. Cab number. Right, I'm going to set the train up, so I'm going to turn you off and we'll see where we end up. So I'm at sunny Uxbridge. I'm actually late. I'm about 10 minutes late in here. Left Cockfosters on time. Got delayed getting into Arnos, then was delayed again at Arnos, then was delayed outside Wood Green. So yeah, there you go. So yeah, just changing ends quickly, and hopefully we'll be the next one out as a Met train just leaving. Heading back to Arnos Grove for a break. So made it back to Arnos Grove. Nothing really to report. It was steady in town, no real grief. A few stations where everyone kept throwing themselves in the door, but that's nothing new. And I just put it down to the fact that they knew it was me and wanted to be on my train. I don't believe it, don't worry. So yeah, I pick up my next train in just under an hour, so time for a break. Apparently there's nobody in the mess room, so I'm going to have to keep myself entertained, which means I might get on my phone, and I've been thinking about booking a flight, so we'll see if I can find anything. We need to get escalators here. I'm too old to do stairs. And I've got my lunch with me today. Just done some plain noodles, mainly because I couldn't be bothered to cook. So that's the break over and done with. Got my coffee. I brought a little raincoat with me today, and I've put it on not because it's cold, just because I haven't got room to carry it. I didn't book any flights. I had a quick look, and then I sort of got sidetracked with watching cartoons on my phone, which is probably a good thing. So, off to pick a train up, and then, well, let's play a little game. Yeah, let's play a little game. Where do you think I'm going? Oh, it's dark. So, answers on a postcard. If you get it correct, you win absolutely nothing. And I'll be honest, even at nothing, it's I think it's still a big prize. Yeah, I don't know what's wrong with me either. I think I was dropped on my head as a kid. Whilst I fill in my book, because I didn't do that either. 305, can you remember that? Maybe I can't talk and write. Yeah, so with flights, I did have a quick look at Sydney and Taiwan, but because I've only got I've got a week off in August, but I haven't got a week spare to travel, so I was looking at doing like a challenge type video, you know, I don't know, Sydney and back in 48 hours or something. What I really want to do, and I was going to see if I could find a deal tonight, but I didn't, was like around the world in 80 hours, but in economy, because as shocking as it might be, I don't have 10 grand to do it in first class, or 6 grand to do it in business. I've been wanting to do that actually for a couple of years, just so you lot can see me suffer, but we'll have to wait and see what I can find. So there's a train in the middle platform just behind where you're sat. I'm waiting for that to go. Just checking that's not my train coming in onto the platform. No. Yeah, once that goes, hopefully ours will be coming in. So it should be the next train in. What I like about this camera is it's magnetic at the bottom, so I can just leave you there. I think the train is just coming over. We definitely need to swap. You go that way and I'll just go that way and stable.
I'll go that way, then all the way that way, and then back to Acton.
I've got to go that way and that way. You don't care, do you? No. I don't blame you. Have a good one. So the train will sit here for about, I think we're due out in about 8 minutes, sorry. Oh, sorry, I think you're shaking a bit there. I'm just going to get the cab numbers. Obviously keeping away from the edge. I'm going to scare the driver. 305, is it mine? Yeah, well spotted. So I'll give you a bit of a clue where I'm going. I'm only going to be driving one end, which will be this end. That's a slight lie, I will be driving the other end just into the depot. 10. So I'm going to get set up and I'll see you wherever I'm going. So just at Heathrow Terminal 4, that was exciting. I stopped at Turnham Green, but coming west as well. So due out in about 3 minutes. It was uneventful through town. There's a festival going on, I guess, at Gunnersbury Park. So Northfields eastbound was absolutely rammed. I was alright on the west. Hopefully it'll be quiet when I go back. So we are 25 past 11. And I'm going to head back up to Cockfosters. So we made it back to Cockfosters. That was what I'd call a very boring journey, and I loved it. No issues, didn't get held up anywhere. It's now just gone 1 o'clock, so I'm going to detrain. So that's the train I just got off. Luckily I got a 1, so and we washed it. So that's me done for today. There was just one drunk left on the train. Finally got him off. He, for some reason, he stood up on the seat rather than the floor. Fell backwards, almost went through the window, smacked his head on the handrail, and then finally stumbled off the train. It's a good job, this. You get to see some wonderful things. I just want to say hello to the 2 guys I was chatting with. I didn't get your names, not because I'm rude, but because I never remember names. Down at T4 and Hatton Cross. Nice to meet you both. I'm always happy to meet fans, as long as it's safe to do so, and that, you know, obviously can't delay the service. So sometimes it might appear that I'm being a bit rude, but obviously trains come first, sadly. So yeah, it was great to meet you, and the time of me recording this video is when the video came out where I filmed from the rear cab. So I know a couple of people haven't had a chance to respond, but just in case I don't, said that they've seen me recently and waved. I can't say I remember, but hopefully I waved back, and if I didn't, I apologise. I've not been rude for once. So yeah, always a pleasure. So yeah, that's me done. What we on? 1:09. So I actually stabled a minute too early. So I'm going to go home. Probably be about 3 o'clock, 10 to 3 before I get home. And then we'll be back tomorrow. I think I start about 4:30. Haven't checked exactly, but I'll worry about that when I get home. So, good night. Hey, and welcome back. Only seems like 2 minutes since we were here last. I'm going to get booked on. We pick up in about 20 minutes. So I'm picking up my train, and I've done something that I've not done before. I'm sat there, I'm looking, and go, I don't pick up till 11 minutes past 5. I was looking at the wrong duty. I picked up 3 minutes ago. I don't like being late for things. Still, I guess these things happen now and again. We'll get it out on time. Got 3 minutes to get it out. Just I relieved the driver a few minutes late, so yeah, not good. But it's not something I do very often. So, where are we going? Somewhere. As we did yesterday, we'll have a little bet. Where do you think I'm going? So as I'm running late, I'm going to switch you off and get my rear into gear. Right, made it to T5. I'm in 21 sidings. The reason I'm walking through the train is Control called me as I was coming into 2 and 3. Bear me a second, let me put my radio in my pocket. To say there's reports of an issue with one of the windows in the car, car 3. Where the window casement, because there's an inner pane that opens out and an outer pane, was open. Station staff couldn't secure it. I've managed to secure it, I'm not sure it's going to stay secured very long, so I'm just checking on it now with the view of taking it out of service. So it's this one here. This is broke. Right, so it's secured that side, but I can't secure it this side. So, if as it stayed secured, I'll leave the train in service unless the control tells me different. But I'd imagine it will shake loose. That's why I've walked through. I just thought, I know I've only just come from the platform, but it may have loosened. So we'll just have to play it by ear. Other than that, it's been a rather boring... Oh, there's control now. Yeah, 304 at 21 sidings. State your message, over.
Yeah, apologies.
Right. Because I've been delayed on the platform and delayed in the sidings, I'll just let them know, as I was on the radio, that I'm going to use the facilities because I'll be a minute or so late. So train will stay in service. If it comes open again, then we'll take it out of service. But I don't really want to, unless I have to. Obviously, if it does open, well, it'll have to go out of service if we can't secure it, because it's a hazard. So I wasn't quite as late as I thought. Got on the platform and had 5 minutes before departure, so at least I'm not rushing. Out in 2 minutes. So let's see if we can get back with no issues, which I'm sure we can. So we're back at Arnos Grove on time with no issues. As I was approaching, just as I left Terminal 5, controllers were holding trains into Arnos Grove due to a points failure, but that cleared pretty quick. Then when I was at Acton Town, they announced there's an issue at Rayners Lane, so we suspended South Harrow to Rayners Lane. Not that that affected us. So, Uxbridge trains was getting sent to T5, now they're going into Northfields Depot and back out for the east. And Rayners Lane trains are going to South Harrow, reversing via the sidings. But we're going to go do a T5 next, so we should be alright. So break's over. I went to see the manager because my train's got to go up to Cockfosters, back down to Arnos Grove. And it was at Finsbury Park, and I picked up in like 15 minutes. As I was stood at the desk, the phone rang, and it was the driver of my train asking the TM to speak to the manager, control, getting reversed. So it's coming in here and reversing here now instead of going up to Cockfosters and back here, if that makes sense. It makes no difference to me. So I'm going to make me way over. Otherwise I'll speak to you tomorrow. So here's my train. So I'm heading down to T5. I'm going to get set up and then we should be straight out, so I'll see you down there. So I'm at T5 and it's absolutely rammed. I'm guessing they're missing a train, so I'm going to go and quickly turn around. So we're in 21 sidings. Uneventful coming through town, to be honest. Wasn't overly busy. It was one of them journeys where 1 minute I'm at Finsbury Park and the next minute I'm at Hampton Town. It just sort of flew by, which is what we like. So I'm just getting a move on. I'm on time, but looking at the state of the platform, I'm guessing there's at least one train that hasn't come through. The platform is very busy. Can't remember the last time I saw it that busy, to be fair. So, from Terminal 5 back to Cockfosters, stopping at Turnham Green, and then stable the train. And hopefully, we'll miss the people coming from the festival at Gunnersbury Park. So most of them are getting on at Northfields. I missed it the last 2 days, so hopefully I'll miss most of it tonight as well. Finished, finally. My nice clean train. So it's really a shame you wasn't with me for that journey, because you would have quite liked it. It was interesting. So yeah, I think I said I was late, so we'll cover that in a second. So just to give you an idea, so it is 20 to 1 in the morning on a Sunday, so almost the end of service. Normally it's quiet. I would say, and I'm probably not exaggerating here, that trip I was busier in terms of passenger numbers than I have been on the whole weekend combined. It was horrendous. So you know, Terminal 5 was busy, very busy. 2 and 3 was busy, not as busy, but certainly busier than what it would be normally at that time of night on a Sunday. Boston Manor, when it's busy, you're lucky if you get double figures there. There was probably 100 people on the platform. And then Northfields, well, there were several hundred on the platform. It was full, front to back, side to side. Couldn't quite get everyone on. So from sort of Boston Manor to King's Cross, I lost about 5 or 6 minutes, just because it's taking longer to get everyone on and off the train. Then I got a call when I was leaving Cally Road from the controller to tell me to come in to Finsbury Park at reduced speed and stop and basically act upon the station staff's instructions. So about half a car into the platform, several members of staff, but one's there with a red hand lamp. I then stop at just before the red hand lamp, so it's classed as a signal. If I passed it, I'd have had a spad. Then I shut the train down, give one of the station staff my keys, and then they go and, in this case, they were retrieving something off the track. They wasn't accessing the track, they just used, it's like a plunger if you like, with sticky bit on the bottom, and they reached down and grab it. So it wasn't too exciting, but it's something a little bit different. But the problem was Finsbury Park was also busy. But of course, because I was half a car-ish in the platform, everyone was leaning over the edge of the platform to look at what I was doing. Of course, when I'm stationary, that's not a problem. But when I want to move, it is a problem. Luckily, to be fair, station staff were really good, and one of them had a big mouth. It was bigger, it was louder than my whistle. And he told them all to move back, and luckily they did, because I'm sure you know Finsbury Park, you got a bit of a hump over, and it's on, you know, it's a bit bendy. But yeah, we didn't have any issues. I got to Cockfosters about 7 minutes late in the end. Luckily, no one on my train, so detrained, and I stabled about 3 minutes late. Sorry, that light's in. So yeah, I mean, it's not the most exciting of evenings. Didn't really cause too much trouble, to be fair, but on a Sunday night, I just like an easy day or night. So yeah, that's really all there is to it. So I appreciate this weekend's not been a hugely interesting video. It's probably more interesting than watching whatever's on TV. I don't know, is it Love Island or EastEnders or something like that? So I hope you've enjoyed it. The main reason for me recording it this weekend was because I haven't actually had time, or won't have time, to go and film anything for next Saturday's video. So this was the only chance I had, so I thought I'll take it. So I'm off tomorrow, or technically today, but as usual, very busy day. I would like to go out and do some filming, but I'm not sure whether I'll get the time. This video's got to be edited, because then I'm not off until the weekend, so I won't have time to do it in the week, if that kind of makes sense to you. So as always, I really appreciate you watching, even the ones that are maybe not as interesting as others. But you know, I can't be a superstar all the time. Of course, I say that in jest. Make sure I don't get run over by a train, even though I've never seen them use that track. You won't be able to tell, but it's rather rusty. So I'm going to walk out and book off with the train manager, and then I'm going to go home. See if the cat's pleased to see me. He will be, because he'll want feeding. So thank you very much for watching, and until next time, take care. Good night.